Hi, we got the Dengar Palitoy 45 back I picked up at echolocation a couple of months ago, and this Trilogo I just picked up and unboxed it yesterday. Well, I opened it on Tuesday, but so first time I've taken it out of the wrapper though, just to have a good look at it. So that's the Trilogo Dengar, and I'm pretty sure that's the Spanish figure. It's got very pale face, very dark armor. If you compare the two figures, and then if I had my loose figure, he's got even darker. So he looks like a Noku, and then this one's probably the PvP figure with a really pale face. You can see both, I guess you could say, are Palitoy. Both AFA graded. The 45 back is AFA 80, and the Trilogo is 75. And yeah, pretty cool. So I mean, the main reason I grabbed that is because of this. So that's a nice carded 45 back Palitoy Return of the Jedi logo, and then you've got the Tri-logo with the 3 logos, and yeah, pretty cool. From behind, there's certain differences. This is your standard, typical Tri-logo back, and then we've got the Palitoy 45 back. So the Palitoy 45 back, as I said before, is like a transition card coming from Empire Strikes Back. So it's only got Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars carded figures on the back, and then the 65 back would have the new Return of Jedi figures, and then this 70 back or 79 back is the Tri-logo, the sort of final European card, whereas Americans got the Power of the Force cards. But nice. I mean, you can really see the sort of how much better this image is than the one used on Tri-logo. Tri-logo is far more grainy. This one's got a lot more richer tone. You can see, like, this is more, everything's more blurred out or overexposed in the picture, whereas the Tri-logo picture is the Palitoy is a lot more defined, and yeah, a lot more stronger colours. Almost, this has got a sort of brownish hue to the image, whereas this is a lot more darker and more of a bluish tone. So you can really see the difference in the image. That's the Palitoy, so you can really see the face pretty good. And then on the Tri-logo, it's a lot more blurred out or overexposed, has a brownish tinge to it. But yeah, great. So, I mean, the amazing thing with this is the figure itself is very pale face, it's virtually white, and then the armour is incredibly dark. So that's your Spanish figure. Got blue dot. Has he got that on his? Yeah. On his bandages, the dots are purple. On this one, it's definitely blue there. The figure looks more like the sculpting looks more defined as well. Yeah, he's got blue dots on his bandages. You can see how white his face is. Very nice figure though. So this is your Spanish PvP figure. If you notice, the definition in the sculpt's a lot sharper, whereas this Noku or Hong Kong figure is a lot more soft, slightly softer sculpt. But the Spanish figures are famed for being hard sculpts. Let's see, I want to get that in good view there, and then the Palitoy there. Pretty nice pair of figures there. So you've got the Dengar. I've also got him on the Palitoy Empire Strikes Back card. I'm pretty sure I have. He's I don't know what back that is though, but it's on YouTube anyhow. So I think I have anyhow, or maybe not. But I took a photograph of it at least. But I bought that years ago. The tri-logo is pretty common over here. It's I mean, just as I've got this one, there's another one that's appeared on eBay in the UK, ungraded but in similar condition. So you know, let's look at the grade. So he gets card 80, bubble 75, figure 80. So it's got a typical tri-logo dents in the blister. Yeah, quite pronounced there. And the Palitoy 80 gets card 85, bubble 75, figure 80. So yeah, but these are two Dengars I picked up this year. I mean, I've already got this one, so I don't know why I bought it again, but you know, he was quite affordable back 20 years ago, 30 years ago, so he was quite easy to pick up on the tri-logo card. You can get both versions. You can get the Hong Kong figure and you can get the Spanish figure on this card, so it's up to the eagle-eyed of you to choose which one you want to get. I'd say the Spanish figures are a much nicer variant to acquire. The dark armour just looks quite distinctive, and the really pale face looks great, even though the more flesh-coloured face is more accurate to the actual picture of the figure. But I mean, you can get the Han Hoff as well with a really pale face as well. But that's the two Dengars together, and they look great together. I think maybe the blue background on the Dengar tri-logo is slightly darker. It's hard to tell, I mean, behind the figure. But they're pretty similar, they're pretty much mirror. Often tri-logos use different colours, so, and that makes the card sort of pop a bit as to being a bit different, because it's amazing how in your mind you get used to the figure colour backs and all that sort of stuff. You just associate a certain colour with a certain figure, you know, like Luke Farmboy would be an orangey red, Han Solo original green, Princess Leia blue, Chewbacca yellow, Stormtrooper red, all that sort of stuff, Snowtrooper red, you know. It's just because I mean, when you sort of study these figures, you know, for so long, you just know what's the expected background colour. I mean, with the new Dengar, they've gone to, on the vintage collection, they've gone to green background and name peel, so that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but it's a good thing because it sort of increases, sort of gives you a different card back. I mean, the figure's different, the card back's different, so you know, that's a win-win if you're a card back variant collector in the vintage collection. But yeah, these two look great together, especially the pale face and the there's supposedly a greenish armoured Dengar as well, but that just might be the paint in the purple paint just deteriorating over time, like the Bespin Leia crew neck when she gets the green neck. Anyway, time to stop waffling. I hope you like looking at that. That's your tri-logo Dengar AFA 75 and your Palitoy 45 back Dengar AFA 80. Of the two, this one's a lot more expensive. Anyway, time to stop waffling. Time to just have a final glance and drinking two lovely mocks, and then time to say cheers, goodbye. This will be sort of, because I've been 16 years on YouTube as well, so cheers, goodbye.